You know, I'd say I was shocked by this, but this is California, so I'm really not. The University of Southern California was supposed to have a group of very high ranking figures within the gaming industry all talk at a panel. This was called the Legend All Star Gaming Panel or something to that effect. Well, they kind of screwed the pooch several ways here. They canceled this panel. They canceled it 4 hours before it was supposed to be held. Why? Because there wasn't a woman on the panel. Really? Really? I couldn't believe it when I read this. Even by California standards, this is absolutely insane. Do you have any idea how insulting this is? Not only to the people who wanted to go to the panel, but to the people at the panel that you invited? 4 hours. You pretty much made it so that no one, but maybe the lowest of the low, like intern level game developers, will ever want to go to your university again because of this. This was, and I'm not exaggerating when I say this was all star. They actually marketed as such because this is all executive level people in really big gaming companies. To name off just a couple, and in no particular order: Blizzard, Infinity Ward, Nixon. It's really big companies. All people who are current or were former executive level, CEO, president, vice president, and they just fucked them. Did no one at this university stop and think for a minute just how bad this was going to be when they did this 4 hours before the panel? In the entire time, I was thinking this was probably a scheduling conflict. They couldn't find a woman not from lack of trying, but from the fact that they probably couldn't find anyone to fit in the scheduled time when everyone else was there. And sure enough, about a day or two later, there was an update to this article, which this article will be posted below, by the way. There was an update to this article from an anonymous student, so take with heavy grain of salt because anonymous. I tend to believe this one because if you're not kissing ass for a university, you have to go anonymous or they will ruin your life. Either the faculty, which they will, or the student body at large for not agreeing with the circle jerk. The student confirmed that yes, they had tried to get someone. She had a scheduling conflict, and they still canceled it anyway. And she probably had a scheduling conflict last couple days or week. I would assume. I would assume she didn't call in the last 4 hours herself. But it is because she backed out that the university backed out. Why 4 hours? I don't know. That's the ultimate spit in the face here. The worst part of this, I get from a very, very basic level, I get where they're coming from here. I can understand this. The idea is noble, but extreme and stupid. The thought is, well, we need to have people that look like other people so that they can feel represented. No, you don't. Gamers don't care what their avatar looks like. They don't care what the developer looks like. They just want to hear from people who have experience in the industry. Man, woman, black, white, etc. It doesn't matter. What matters is if this person has anything to tell these people. And these legends, as again they were marketed, did. And that was taken away from these students. This is why I don't think that extremes are a good idea, because this is an idea taken to an absolute extreme, and this is probably going to hurt the university for years to come. Again, I'm not really surprised this happened because California, and I should expect this kind of stuff from California, but even by that standard, this was just so bad. I will not be surprised if the person in charge of the gaming department gets fired or extremely reprimanded for this, because this will have one of those kind of effects that this will hurt the university, not only because less people will come to the university for these kind of panels, but because more students or potential students will have seen this and stay the fuck away because of that. Maybe in a few months, a couple years, whatever, we can look back on this and laugh that we were ever this crazy. I hope. Because if this kind of stuff starts to become the new norm, that is really, really scary. It's been Math Machine just ranting about how USC done goofed. Royally. Fuck. Peace out.